Hello fellas, today I'll be taking a look at the Marvel Legends Infinite Series Avengers Infinity War Build-A-Figure Thanos Proxima Midnight Collectible figure. I love this figure so much. I thought I was moving away from the Marvel Legends MCU line. I kind of want to just focus on comics. I want to have that whole complete comic book collection to have literally every single comic character and kind of set aside MCU just because they really haven't impressed me as of late. However, I saw this gal here in front of you at my local Walmart, and I must say, this is hands down one of the best MCU Marvel Legend figures that we have gotten in the last however many years Legends have been around. Not the Toy Biz ones, this current Infinite Series thing. She's amazing. I really, really like this figure, but before we get into her, who is awesome, and she kind of doesn't want to stand now. Oh, well, she'll sit down. Let's take a look at this box, which is the same box as it always is. Nice Avengers Infinity War logo there. Infinite Series do have the Marvel Legends, or the Build-A-Figure Thanos logo. Some nice artwork of her right there. Definitely looking nice. Same thing right here. And here's the back. You know, I have him, and him. And literally all I'm missing to build this guy is an arm, or I'm sorry, a head and a leg. And although I'm not a fan of these two, it kind of bothers me that, you know, he's almost complete. And I got all the figures I wanted, but, you know, maybe when these are clearanced or I can find them online for cheaper, I'll definitely finish him up. Because he's not as bad as he looks. He's still not the greatest, but I'm so close to finishing him, you know, might as well, right? Here she is, and there's a bio if you want to pause and read that. Which I don't think anybody will. Anyway. Okay. Ugh, fell out. Stay. Good job. Okay, well, let's take a look at this awesome, awesome figure. I love her so much, as I've said. Let's give you a 360 view. Her proportions are amazing. I am in love with the mold. Such a great mold, and the detail that Hasbro put into this is amazing. This feels high quality. The detail is high quality. Man, if Hasbro can do this with all their MCU stuff, I would be very, very, very pleased. Because she is just amazing. Okay, let's take a closer look at her. And I do need to make a very special announcement for a very special somebody who is on focus now. Let's take a look at these elbows. Let's remove her weapon for a second. Let's look at those elbows, right? Look at those. Double jointed elbows on a female figure. Not on only one elbow, but two. Matt. And if you guys don't know who I'm talking about, Mattitude22. Great YouTuber. Love the guy. Look at those. Look at those, Matt. I don't care if you think this figure looks like garbage or you just don't care about her at all. You gotta pick it up for the elbows, man. You gotta. I'm sorry, you gotta. Okay. With that out of the way, let's take a look at her accessory. She comes with this scepter, which I think actually looks pretty damn cool. Definitely has a lot of detail on it, as you can see. Doesn't really have too much paint, pretty much just the gold. Mine is a little bit warped. I may have to fix that a tad bit, and be mindful it's very loosely put right there, so be careful. And they're not very sharp, but it definitely looks nice, and she holds it well, and it really complements her. And of course she does have a hand to carry it with and a resting hand to hold it, so you could do it any way that you like. I typically like, I don't know, because I don't really like displaying my Marvel Legends in dynamic poses like other people. I like very standard museum poses, kind of just showing off the collection, showing off the characters. So I think this relaxed hand works awesome, for me at least. So yeah. It's very flimsy though. I mean, you could tell me messing around with it, it wobbles all over the place, so yeah. Okay. Let's take a look at her because she is really awesome and she doesn't want to stand too well right now, but it's not her fault, it's my fault. Okay, this face is pretty awesome, I gotta say. I've seen some screen caps of a close-up on her face from TV spots, and I gotta say it is pretty much dead on accurate. Not too much bleeding, a really nice sculpt. Love what they did with the eyes. I like those red marks. They're very subtle, but you know, in the right lighting, like there, you can see them. They kind of rise up on the ears of her right there. Not really her ears, but whatever they are. So that looks nice. Her ears sculpted there. Her hair is, I think, beautifully sculpted. A nice shade of blue, a dark blue. Just looks really, really nice. Just an excellent head sculpt. I kind of like how they shaped this so it rests well on her armor and her shoulder. It's sculpted differently on either side, so she's not completely symmetrical, which I was a little bit worried about. But luckily we are good there. There's her neck there. That's standard gray plastic. Look at all that detail to all these different textures. It's just, it works so well, and I love the white metallic paint they used for her chest and bits of her arms and legs and whatnot, which I'll show here in a minute. Works great. She's very athletic, as you can tell. I kind of like how it folds right there too. That's very nice looking. And her booty, which is nice, even though she's an alien. Her armor, her left arm armor is awesome. Love the gold. A lot of detail. Man, I just really, really like this figure a lot. I don't know why. I debated on getting her, and man, I'm just so glad. She is such a beautiful piece. Even the sculpt on the hands, look at that. I mean, ton of detail in there. So, yeah, and down on her legs, more of that armor and whatnot. Looking amazing. Some of that white metallic again. Just beautiful. More of that gold. Kind of has some, looks like it has brushing on it, but I don't think so. But it looks dirtied, which I like. Obviously it's not symmetrical, so her other leg doesn't have it. Makes her look awesome. So the feet are a tad bit different. Has some gold there on the side. There's the bottom, pretty much the same. It does have peg holes, in case you guys are wondering, which is always good, but she stands pretty well on her own. And she's heavy. This is, not gonna lie, this is a hefty figure. Much heavier than your typical Marvel Legends, which I found surprising. So that's awesome. Okay, let's talk about articulation, and man oh man does she shine in articulation. She is just awesome. Okay, her head. Go forward that much, back that much, can go side to side, and it can wobble because it's on a ball joint with that hinge right there. Her right arm can do the full 360, go out and in pretty well. Bicep rotation, double jointed female elbow. Look at that. Look at that right there. That's beauty. And her wrists are on a hinge, which is awesome, and they can rotate. Here it's a bit more hindered. Can go forward that much, back that much, out pretty much the same, and everything else is the same. Again, this is on a hinge, and it can rotate. Her abs, she can go forward pretty well. Not amazing. Back a lot. Can go rock side to side, and it can twist. Probably do the 360, but I'm not going to do that. Legs, forward, back. Not, excuse me, not the complete splits, but still. Thigh rotation. Excuse me. Her knee is double jointed, which I appreciate. And her feet go forward, back, and ankle pivot. So she has a lot of articulation, and I don't know, it's really hard to describe, but having her in hand, she's so fun to pose. It just feels so good to play with her. And my God, did that come out, Ron. Jesus Christ, Jimmy. It's just, look, it's one of those figures, and I like how that collar is detailed too, how it's molded up her neck. Anyway, it's just one of those figures where you don't want to put her down. You want to keep playing with it. It's just, it's very easy to pose. And if you're a collector, you know what I'm talking about. Alright, let's get into some size here for a moment, because she's definitely taller than your typical Marvel Legends figure. Actually, almost 8 inches. Interesting. I was actually curious. Okay. Who did I bring with me? Oh, there he is. From the same wave, we do have the Taskmaster, who she towers over. That's actually kind of funny. And this is an amazing figure. I really want to review him. So awesome. I used this for my last review, but whatever. Spidey. Gotta always include a Spidey, who's even shorter than Taskmaster. So, she's tall. She's really, really tall. But she should be. I mean, this is the MCU line, and she should be in scale with the others. And if they do make the Black Order, they should be relatively the same height, except for that big one. For life of me, can't remember his name. Excuse me, my throat's a bit dry. But she's supposed to be tall, which is what I like. So, yeah. Okay. Let me put her weapon back in. Come on, Proxima. It's just such a fun figure. Honestly, I am in love with her. I didn't think I would like her nearly as much as I do. Just so awesome. Let's put her in a bit of a dynamic pose. Kind of want to have her like striking at somebody. She has the ability to do that. I know I'm not the best at posing on camera. I do apologize for that, but I am trying my best. Ugh, come on. Okay, oh, you son of a bitch. Come on. Maybe she's fighting like Black Widow or somebody. Oh my gosh. Okay. Just a standard pose, nothing fancy. Okay. What did I cover? Articulation, detail, and size. Pretty much everything, excuse me, you need to know about this figure. She's really cool. Guys, I very much recommend her. Out of everybody in this line, you know what? I gotta say she's the best. This is the best figure in the line. The comic ones, nothing to write home about. Iron Man, definitely nothing to write home about. In fact, I got him right here. Sorry, my throat's really dry. There he is, so Infinity War Iron Man. And I don't think Cap's going to be anything to write home about. And Spider-Man only comes, David said, only comes with like one pair of hands. So, yeah. Pick this figure up. She's so much fun, and you will not regret it. Believe me, you will not regret it. Okay, I'm done praising her. Please check out the Sanctuary on Facebook, as well as our YouTube channel, where we currently host Spaghetti and Friends every Friday night at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And check out the, content creators of the Sanctuary, all of which are linked down below. And with that said, people, if you did enjoy this video, please like, subscribe, comment, check out my site at SunSpotReviewz.com, and I will see you guys in my next video.